Hello and welcome to Sew and Stack by AbaniZ. As a small business owner, I always design my own patterns and first I draw whatever in my mind to a piece of paper. When drawing, you can use a simple boring pencil like this, or you can add a little fun to it by adding a cute pencil topper like this. Now let's start drawing again. This is much more fun. With back to school season already coming up, you can try making one of these pencil toppers. Keep watching to follow the step-by-step tutorial with a free PDF pattern. We will need our pattern, felt fabric with your color of preference, embroidery threads, pins and needle, a fabric marking pen and pair of scissors. First, carefully cut out your pattern pieces. You will find this free PDF pattern in the description. The pencil topper I'm making is a giraffe, so I'm choosing an orange color for the body part. Pin your pattern to the fabric and carefully cut around it. We'll need 2 from the body part. Then, one by one, cut out the remaining pattern pieces. We will need 1 for the snout, 2 from the ears, and 2 from the eyes. I have selected pink, black, and beige color for the snout, eyes, and ears. This pattern is for a giraffe and we are gonna need a few brown patches to the body. I'm randomly cutting some irregular shaped pieces for that. Also, I'm cutting out 2 thin stripes for the same brown fabric to use as the horns for the giraffe. This is how the pieces are gonna look when it is completed. Now we got all the basic pattern pieces. With that done, we can move to the sewing. I'm starting with the snout. Thread your needle and make a knot at the end. Take 1 from the base body part and start to sew the snout to the base layer. You can use either back stitch or running stitch for this, and I'm using the back stitch here. If you don't know how to do the back stitch, you can check out our tutorial before starting this project. I will leave the link in the description. Make a couple of knots at the back of the fabric and trim the thread at the end. Take your fabric marking pen and mark 2 dots for the nostrils on the snout and draw a little arc shape below that to mark the mouth. I'm using black embroidery thread for this part. Make 2 short vertical stitches where we mark the 2 nostrils. Do the back stitch along the arc shape to mark the mouth. As always, make a couple of knots at the back of the fabric to secure the stitch. Trim the extra thread. Next, we are sewing the two eyes. Place the eyes on top of the body piece and start to sew using a running stitch or back stitch. When you are done with that, move to sew the two ears. That is also running stitch or back stitch. These are the colors I like. You can select whatever the color you preferred. Now take those irregular shaped brown spots and place them on the neck area the way you want them to be and start to sew around those pieces. Finally, let's add some life to the eyes. Thread your needle with white color thread. Make small horizontal stitches in the middle area of each eye. Move from top to bottom like this. Now we can start to assemble the giraffe. Keep one body part on top of the other and start to sew at the one side of the neck using blanket stitch or whip stitch. I will leave the link for the blanket stitch tutorial in the description. When you come to the top part, keep the two horns in between the two layers like this and continue to sew including those horns. Keep sewing until you reach the end of the other side of the neck. That way it leaves a space to enter the pencil. Make a knot to secure the stitch. Hide the extra thread in between the two layers and come through one felt layer so you can trim the extra thread. You can enter the pencil through the space now, but then it's gonna go all the way through and our pencil will be really short. Because of that, we need to make a pocket-like structure to stop that. For that, we can simply sew a continuous horizontal line across the neck. I'm starting in between the layers. That way I can hide the knot nicely. Use backstitch to sew a clean continuous line. Secure your stitch with couple of knots. And hide the thread in between the two layers. Finally, trim the extra thread. With that done, now we got ourselves a cute giraffe pencil topper. If you think your pencil doesn't fit properly, stitch 2 vertical lines alongside the neck to make that pocket-like structure smaller. Try making one with your kids to get them ready for coming back to school season. Hope you have enjoyed this video, and if you did, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll join you in the next video.